I'll just be glad when they're done here, because my battery's running out. The cops have arrived at the Sackville Public Library. He's inside now talking to them. So I'm just going to wait and see what he has to say. He walked right by me outside. Wouldn't even speak to me. So I will stick around and see what he has to say. Can we get down here? Because I don't want to videotape anybody coming in and out. Pardon?
I said, now you're wanting to follow the rules?
What rules?
You were asking there to stop following people. You refused to.
You know our constitutional rights, right? Better yet, you know Pink Canada. Look that up. This is a public paid place. Any public paid place I can videotape. I'm doing this for education. I'll tell you what my purpose is, okay?
Yeah, they said you were on a project, so what's your project?
Okay, my purpose is I want to show people what is available at the public library that the tax people pay for.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look on Pink Canada, we can videotape any of our public buildings, inside or outside. And it would be nice if you would win and educate them, because I was trying to educate them. That's why I was videotaping in there. By the way, before we go any further, what is your name?
That's Constable Chris Kelly.
What is it?
That's Constable Kelly.
What's your name?
Sergeant Baker.
Sergeant Baker? Okay.
So the issue isn't that you're filming in there, it's the issue that you're filming other people. So that's against their
The only people I was filming was the people that work there, and it's all my right. I can publicly film anybody that works in public. The people all in there, they work in public. I didn't go in there to film people walking in and coming out. I didn't do that. That weren't my purpose. My purpose was to come in here. If anybody come up to me, I did ask that one lady a question when I first went in there, and I asked her what service was involved. I have it on videotape. She was very nice in answering my questions. So I went. She told me I could go in that room over there and look around to see the computers and everything. I said, thank you very much, very kind lady. And then the other people, they come out, they wouldn't even been on video if they hadn't come out and jumped in front of my camera. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything illegal. Like, I'm not here to cause a disturbance. I do publications, and I just want to show people that when they come to this library, that's tax paid for by us, that all the information that I'm getting for them, I don't care about who's walking in and out. It doesn't matter to me. I don't videotape them. Just like, you got books, how many computers you got, do you have like a public washroom, just stuff like that. I'm trying to educate people, and these people are not educated because they're saying, well, we have a policy, you can't do that. Their policy is for the workers that work in there, and you just can't say, well, you can't videotape in here, because by law, you guys both should know law. I can videotape anywhere in public, especially a publicly paid building that we pay for. And they have policy, but policy does not trump law. I don't break the law at all, right? But these places that have policy, I could have a policy. I could have a policy and say on my vehicle or something, don't walk up to my vehicle. That's my policy. That doesn't mean they can't come up and videotape me because I'm in public. And I want to educate these people. I do stories all the time, police stations, like libraries. I'm trying to educate the people. I'm not here to cause disturbance or anything like that. I just want people educated.
What you don't understand is that some people aren't comfortable being videotaped.
Well,
it's different than
that's feelings. That's
okay,
feelings. You guys aren't law enforcement feeling cops. Tell me what your job is. Do you enforce feelings for people? When people are doing things legally, someone has a feeling, oh well, they shouldn't do that. Because they have that feeling, should you guys be enforcing that? Because they have feelings, but I'm doing something legally that I'm allowed to do? Like, it makes no sense.
They don't have an issue with you filming. They have an issue with you filming other people and people that don't want to film.
I weren't filming people coming and going.
That's what they were
There's no expectation of privacy in a building that you work in. I know the law.
Comfortable there, right?
What's that?
People in there should feel comfortable, right?
Well, feeling uncomfortable and not knowing the law is two different
Why are you
things.
filming everything though inside? Why are you filming
I'm
everybody and everything? That
I'm not.
comes-
There you go again.
But it's still running. It's running, so you're filming everybody. That's
No,
walking behind me.
when someone comes by, I make sure I don't film them. I point it away. I just point it away, so
But
I
when
don't
you're
film
aimlessly
them.
filming, you
But if
are
somebody
filming
comes up and
people that
talks to me
aren't
like the
consenting.
pardon,
When you're aimlessly filming,
yeah,
you're filming people that aren't consenting to be filmed.
I purposely don't film them. If I see somebody coming, I make sure they're not in front of my camera. I have it all on video.
If you have it continuously running,
Yeah.
you're going to get people that aren't consenting to be videotaped. Do you not agree with that?
Yes, I agree with that. And if somebody happens to go by my camera when I'm videotaping something, there's no, like, you can videotape anybody in public. Like, I'm not going up to people and harassing anybody. All I'm doing is taking my videos of the place. If somebody walks by my video camera, like these guys they just walked into the conversation. I'm not even talking to them. There's no expectation of privacy in public. You guys know
But
this.
why are you doing that?
You're doing it to draw
For-
attention.
I don't want attention. I didn't want to even talk to anybody in there. I didn't want you guys to come here. I don't want attention. I don't do it for attention. I do it for education purposes, so people will know what the building is used for.
So who are you educating?
I'm educating thousands of people every day. I can tell you that, bud, right now. I'm educating a lot of people. I have my own YouTube channel, and that's all I'm going to
What's the
say.
name of your channel?
What's that?
What's the name of your channel?
Look it up. People's Rights.
People's Right?
Yep.
That's it? People's Right?
Yep. Yep. If you got a card, I can send you the email on it. You can look it all up.
That's fine.
Well, you asked. I thought maybe you want to look at it. I could send you my link. I just don't have my link on me right
So
now.
what are you educating on the inside of the public library? What are you
I'm educating that. Well, first when I come in, it's a wheelchair accessible because some libraries aren't. I go in, show them how many computers are in there, so people can come and use computers. Public washrooms. That's what I was asking that first lady that was very nice to me about the public washrooms and all that. I asked what was here, what was available for the public. Like that's what I do it for education because some people don't know
What was
this.
your purpose then what? Why wouldn't you touch base with somebody that works here to arrange for that to be done?
Because when I do this, I don't want to engage myself with the workers because this is our policy. You can't. I'm not here to talk to anybody. I'm here to videotape the building, get it out there in public, what the building offers. That's it.
But they might be able to facilitate it so that it's a little bit more controllable.
I don't need them to facilitate it. I'm videotaping in public.
It would save us being called.
I wish they wouldn't have called you guys. That's a waste of resources calling you guys because they're not educated. This is why I'm doing it. Maybe if you guys go in there and educate them, this won't happen. If somebody else goes in there, you won't have to come over and waste your resources coming to talk to somebody like me that's putting education out there. Right? So why can't you just go in and educate them that I'm perfectly allowed to do this in the publicly paid building that I help pay for? It's law. It's not policy. It's got nothing to do with their policy. Like you guys, I didn't want you guys to be here. I'm sure you guys don't want to be here listening to this. You guys could be doing something very more important than this. Right? I don't do this to get attention. Well, I can't help what the workers do in places I film. I just can't control what people do, how their feelings are.
What's stopping you from hitting stop now? Why do you need to continuously record everybody and everything?
I record the cops because I honestly don't trust the cops. I've been through so much with you guys, not you guys personally, but the cops. There's so many of us out here shooting these videos. Like
You're the first one I've seen since I've worked in Sackville.
Well, that's good. That's really good. I'm glad I am the first one in Sackville because this is maybe educational. Sometime another building calls, oh, there's somebody here just videotaping. Maybe you guys go, well, is he doing anything criminal? Is he causing a disturbance? You won't have to come. You won't have to show up and waste your time. I told you my purpose. Isn't that important to get out in the public what the public library? What's
I
that?
didn't know what your purpose was before we showed up.
I told them what my purpose was. That's all they had to do when they called you guys. They knew what my purpose was because I told them. There's somebody coming there. Look, I'm going to turn my camera away. I'm not going to film you, bud. But, like, this is the reason I'm doing it because nobody in Sackville's doing it. There's people all across the country doing it. There's people in the States doing it. And I'm one of them people that do it. this is good that you guys have never seen this in Lower Sackville, because you're going to see more of it, and it's going to become the normal, right? And you get a call, you'll just say, oh, they're videotaping in public. That's good. Unless they do something criminal, we're not going to come and waste our time. Like, this is educational to you guys and to them, right?
But people also have to feel safe. Do you not agree that people have to feel safe in public
Definitely,
places?
definitely.
So I already told you that a lot of people feel uncomfortable when they're being filmed.
Yeah, a lot of people, I agree with you. A lot of people do feel uncomfortable
So
when
you
they're
think
being
that your right to
videotaped.
film supersedes their right to feel comfortable in a public place?
Well, you guys aren't here to enforce if they're comfortable or not. They
Let's
have to
a
know the
discussion. I'm
law.
not enforcing anything. I'm having a discussion.
Yeah,
You're
I am
saying
too.
that your right is to film everybody, and I'm saying that people have a right to feel comfortable in public
I
places.
didn't come here to film everybody. That's the third time I said that. I didn't come here. You keep saying I come here to film people. I didn't come here to film
But it's
people.
continuously streaming. You agree to that, though, right?
Yes, it's continuously
So
going.
you are catching people sometimes.
I understand. I understand. I absolutely understand if they get nervous if they see a guy with a camera, don't know what he's doing. I couldn't agree
But
more
you
with
think
that.
the education that you're providing on the inside of the library supersedes their wanting to be comfortable inside a public library.
In time, yes, it will. In time.
Okay, but I'm thinking today is not that day.
Well, no, today's not that day, but today is definitely a start for what people are doing out here, public filming, when we have every right to do it. Like, to get out information for people like that. Like, I'm totally just having a conversation with you.
Yeah, I know. I'm having a conversation with you, and I'm telling you
Yep.
that I know from my experience that
Mhm.
people don't feel comfortable being videotaped by somebody that they don't know.
No, probably
And
they
people
don't.
have the right to be browsing inside a public library
Yeah.
and to walk wherever they want in a public library and not be videotaped.
That's because they're not used to seeing it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, more and more people are going to be doing this. More
So
and
you
more.
think that everybody in public should be videotaped at all times?
No, I don't go out to videotape people in public. I
Okay, but if there's
videotape
more
buildings.
people like you, then everybody's going to be videotaping everybody in public places.
Well, that's
Every time you go to a public place,
that's
you're
here.
going to be
That's
videotaped.
hearsay. I can't help what anybody else does. That's hearsay. I can tell you what I do. That's all I can tell you.
More people will be.
I can't assume what because I'm here doing it.
No, you literally said that's what you want.
Yes, I do. For
More people are going to do it.
More people are going to do it. I didn't say video people. I said that more and more people are going to get out there to educate you guys, plus the public employees that we pay for, and these buildings. Okay, it's nothing about filming in public. I didn't mean anybody coming out filming everybody in public. That's not what this is about.
But that's why if you had arranged it with somebody that works here, you can provide a controlled environment where you're recording the inside of the library without recording people that don't want to be recorded.
I know, but this is the point.
But you're not getting attention out of it.
Man, you grin a lot. Like, it's funny to you, ain't it? I'm sitting here talking to me. You're not doing nothing. You should be out there making money, like doing crime. I'm not even doing any crime. So I just don't understand why you can't go educate them, because it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen over and over and over until everybody knows that you can videotape in public. That's one of my points. You can videotape in public.
One of my points is that the majority of the public don't want to be videotaped by people that they don't know.
Well, you can't help
That's why
that.
when you walk into a public place that
Yeah.
is videotaped by the public,
Well, then people should.
then there's signs that say you're being videotaped right now.
Yeah, all these
People don't
buildings.
want to be videotaped when they're going into a public library to take out books or to read.
All
books.
these buildings, they have videotape or video recorders all over them. The only difference between that and me is I have it in my hand. If that makes them more uncomfortable, I can't help that. I'm not out
You
here to
can't
make.
help that.
I'm not out here to make
I'm saying
people
that
uncomfortable.
You can't help that, but you can help that. You can turn off your recording and you can put it in your pocket, and then when you do see an educational component that you want to record, then you can start recording again. You don't need to be continuously recording the entire time you're walking through a library.
I do my own stories, and I don't need a babysitter walking around behind me. Okay, I do my own stories.
We're, like you said, we're having a discussion.
Yeah.
But when we're trying to make a point,
Yeah.
you don't want to listen. But when you make a point, you want us to listen. So that you see how this.
Yeah,
is
it's just
hard?
going in circles.
Yeah, it is.
So either we may as well just leave and just leave it at this, or go in and educate them and leave too. It's up to you guys if you want to educate them or not. It's just going to happen. I don't have to phone every building I'm going to. I don't got to call up and say, yeah, I'm coming over video.
You also don't have to record everybody inside every building that you go to.
I don't record everybody in every. That's the fourth time I said. And you're saying I record everybody in the building. I don't do that. I don't record people on purpose. The employees that come up to me, yes. And like I said, I asked one lady in there, the nicest lady in there. I asked her a question. I recorded her, and I was getting information from her, and she said, "Yep, that's no problem. Go over there, do your filming, whatever." Right? I got it all on film. And then the other people, they come out, and saying, well, this is our policy, this is that. And then actually the guy that was up there you guys were talking to, he said, well, I'll walk around with you. He said, next time, like, call us. He said, but for today, he said, I'll walk around with you. I had no problem with it. Walk around with you. I said, well, come on, we'll just walk around. I'll show you what I'm doing. He said, well, I don't want to do that now. I gave him the opportunity to do that today, but he wouldn't do that.
You have that car shoot on video?
Yes, I got that all on video.
Show me that.
Well, once this conversation's over, I will.
Everyone's over until I see that.
What?
They're saying different.